we are ready to go. So feel free to name and where you're joining us from. I will be giving some shout out to everyone who comes in early, everyone who let us know where you are at exactly 7:30. We will get started. If you are watching the replay, you can just skip this part, I think, for the next around 12 minutes, and we will start in good time. So really excited. I want to see you where you're coming from. Let me know. I want also to let you know that we are streaming live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. You can see already Jimwa all the way in Abuja, Nigeria. For where you're joining us from. So the rest of us, feel free to drop in the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. And are you excited for this session? I am equally excited for this session. I can see already we have Rebecca there saying hi, where you joining us from. I'll be happy to know. There's someone also on LinkedIn. There's Abdi Rahman Gure, all the way. Where are you joining us from? I'm happy to know about that. Linda, I can see you there in Switzerland. Linda, great to have you. John Muteti on LinkedIn, are you joining us from? Drop that in the chat. I'll be happy. Oh, there's a gentleman here called Nelson. Okay, where is it going? Okay, I Nelson. From where? Where's where? I would want to know. Yeah. Simon, I can see you are in Mombasa. Is it? Oh, Simon is in Nairobi. I don't know why some things seem to be a bit. Yes, you stop this lagging. But thank you very much, every one of you who are joining us. There's someone there from Geneva. I can see someone in Bangladesh. I can see who else here? I can see someone here. Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, I'm not sure even how to pronounce that. Thank you very much, someone from Zambia. And you can see we are going over the borders all the way, different places. I can see we are in India. I can see someone in Nairobi, Kenya. Cyrus, I'm equally also in Nairobi here. I can see Victor in Nigeria. I can see Dennis in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you and welcome. This is for those people who show up early. You get an opportunity to interact with me. Let me know where you're joining us from, and let's have time right here. This is also to test for the technology, confirming that everything is working as we had planned for. Allow me to close a little bit of some things here. I've seen things are slightly just glitching. I think too many of these things are open. I need to close background. So once that is done, all joining us in Nairobi. Right, we go. Yeah, Nairobi, Kenya. I can see. Okay, where is that? Okay, things. Allow me to refresh here. I'm sure that we have the best experience. Let me see if there's anything running on the background. And much of back in the chat. Where are you joining us from? I am. I don't want anything to come on the way of us having a great session this evening. Yeah, I think now things have started moving a little bit faster. Yeah, I've closed several of my tabs. Thank you very much. Losing feed here too. Oh, you're losing feed. Hopefully now you hear me. Can you see me? Nice. Nairobi, Kenya here. Okay, thank you. I can see Susan, you're saying hello. I can see Elizabeth and Nairobi on LinkedIn. By the way, as we start, I would want to know, like, what is one of the greatest expectation? What would you want this session to solve for you? What is the one question you would like to get an answer to once you are here on this? Thank you. I can see Fatma, you can say, can it be recorded and I have it later? My network isn't good. I'm traveling. Yes, it is being recorded and you will get a copy of this recording on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go Daniel Mutuku and you will get it. I can see someone else saying network. I don't know, on my side or on your side, because I think on my side, I've been able to sort things out. I can see Boas joining us in Nairobi, Kenya. Oh, there's someone all the way in Garissa. Why is it disappearing? Yes, because I think so many people are commenting also here. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Abdirahman Gore, joining us all the way in Garissa. Lucy Kobe, you are in Mombasa. Thank you for following us on LinkedIn. But the best place I would say, just if you just jump onto YouTube, that would be one of the best platforms, yeah? Because you can always see the replay and all that. Network is breaking. I have sorted the network issue. Are we good now? If we are good, let me know. Someone else, I'm in South Africa. Network, I think on my side, not sure. Okay. If so many people probably it might be on my side. Then allow me to refresh. It might go blank for a few minutes, but we will be back. Let me refresh. Let me yeah, there we go. I've just refreshed. Hopefully now everybody is okay. Let me know. Drop in the chat. Give me your feedback. Yeah, we will be on in the next 6 minutes. That will be exactly at 7:30. But now just testing the technology, making sure everything is okay. Are we okay? Can you see anything now? I can see someone here saying happy to be here. I really appreciate. Are we okay now? There's someone in South Sudan here. I can see. Where are we? That is a child in. Yeah, someone saying much better connection now. Yeah, things are at least now flowing. It's okay. Okay. Yes, I think just needed to refresh my page here. And hello, someone saying hello. Thank you very much. I can see someone else from Zambia. Em Emelda. Thank you for joining us. Someone saying it's a bit better. Does that mean we're still hanging or something? Or it's okay? Now we are streaming okay. And thank you for the feedback. Lucy all the way in Nanyuki. Happy to have you. But I've only seen feedback from YouTube. What about link on Facebook? YouTube. I've already sorted 1, 2, 3 things on my side, and I can see. Okay. So the question was, as you join us, as you continue interacting, as you share with us where you're joining us from, I would want to know, what is the one thing that you would want to learn during this session? Because it's going to be a great learning session, no doubt about that. Actually, I'll tell you, go get a notebook, go get yourself some water, and tell people around you not to disturb you for the next 1.5 hours. Yeah, but it's going to be super great, super great, super great. Yeah, let me know what is it that you would want to learn. What is the one thing, if you take home today, you will be very happy that you were able to join us this evening? Yeah, I can see someone saying hello, fellow human beings. Thank you, John. We are well. John Gure joining us all the way in Nakuru. That is a town I really love. It's a city nowadays. Yeah, someone wants to know UN careers. What does it mean? Yeah, we are going to learn all about UN jobs. Yeah, so get to see you. Moses in Eldoret. great to have you. Nice talk. Yeah, it's also great to have you there. In the next 3 minutes, we will be live to decide what to interact with you so we can. And yes, sometimes it will misbehave. But the good thing is that we have the recording. Yeah, you can always come and play it around. I like that is saying you like the energy. Yes, I have the energy. In the next 1.5 hours, it's going to be mind blowing. I like this. Someone is asking, what is the process of UN interview position? We will discuss more about that. These are some of the great takeaways that you're going to have from by the end of this session. I can see someone else here on YouTube saying it has disappeared. Thank you a lot for sharing. Great issues for all of us. And by the way, I want to ask you, wherever you are, just share this, share it. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, wherever you are, share it, share it. We need to have as many people as possible. Kevin Mutai, thank you very much for your comment. I can see you are doing well. I can see, John, you have a question. Thank you. Sir, encouraging. It's a bit grateful for you, sir. Kindly help to serve Europe. That is great. Happy to have you on board, and I'm glad that you are finding this session of value. And in the next 1 minute, then we should be able to get started. So my question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this great session ahead here? I can see someone there. Keep it up. Good job. Thank you. Thank you very much, Martinez. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Hey, people are coming in. I can see someone all the way in Pakistan. You're welcome. Welcome. Someone else saying, yes, you're ready. So the next 1 minute, we should be up and running. And I'm sure it's going to be a great session. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to take home some great takeaways. As I said, ask people not to disturb you. Tell them, hey, this is my time to learn. Let me get to the learning zone. Let me get my notebook. Get yourself some water, because it's going to be a lot. So it's going to be, yeah. What time is that? It's already 7:30. From my end, allow me to officially start this session, right? Welcome everybody to this session where I'll be sharing with you how you can be able to get a job with the UN, NGOs, and international organization. I am guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not the first seminar or training to attend. The first thing I want to mention is that if you have failed to earn more money in the past, it is not your fault. There is a lot of information out there, and it can be confusing. Many a times, that information overload is what keeps you from success, and it's okay. If you have been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed in employment, I'm here to put those fears to rest. You just need the right person to explain it to you, and that is why I am here. On the other hand, I want to say the society has perpetuated the message that you need to be an entrepreneur for you to be successful. And anytime you introduce yourself as an employee, you are looked at as a second-class citizen or something. I want to tell you this. Most people are better off as employees. They are more satisfied and have higher productivity. The big corporations, the education system, the government wants you to think that you need some fancy college degree for you to be successful. I am here to tell you that they are wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that, but it is not true. If you have ever thought that the government and the education system wants you to fail, you're probably right. They don't benefit from you succeeding. You know what? They want to keep you in debt and in need. The difference with us is that we actually care about your success and truly wants to see you living the life of your dreams. So that is what we are here for. I know you have that dream job which will give you the high satisfaction and utilize your full potential. I want to show you how to make that happen during this training session. So my question is, are you ready? If you're ready, drop that in the chat and say, yes, you are ready. If you're ready, drop it in the chat and say you're ready. Collins, I can see you following us all the way in Kericho, Kenya. I can see, yes, Yvonne, you're there following us in Mombasa. Are you ready? I can see Onyango, you're saying you're following us all the way in Busia. The question is, are you ready? I can see Eddie in Kericho. John, thank you very much. I can see you saying you are ready. Oh, the readies are now coming in. Someone else is Zenwa saying yes, she is ready. Victor, ready. Annabelle, thank you very much. I can see you there. You are ready. If you're ready, drop that in the chat. Let me know you are ready to go. Doxa, there we go. I might not be able to put all of them up, but I can see more and more people are saying they are ready, they are ready, they are ready, they are ready, which is very, very encouraging. So without further ado, why should I keep it at it here? If all of you are ready, then let's get started. I want you to imagine this. Imagine this. You attend an interview, and at the end of the interview, the manager tells you the 3 magic words everybody wants to hear. You are hired. You work in that organization. At the end of the month, you get a payslip like this. This is Kenya shillings, yeah? You can divide it by 100 to make it US dollars, to make it easy for you to convert to your own currency. The basic salary is 180,000 Kenya shillings. That is about 1,800 US dollars. 50,000 house allowance. 25,000 medical allowance. 15,000 commuting allowance. All these totaling up to about 270,000 Kenya shillings. How would that make you feel? Close your eyes just for a minute and imagine that kind of payslip hitting your bank account. How would that make you feel? So the question I want to ask, and I'm going to take a few minutes to respond, is what does any of my clients? And I get a wide array of answers. Some will tell me it's about freedom, give so many different reasons. So I want to know from you, for your case, what does a 6-figure salary mean to you? I can see Lynette, you're joining us in Nairobi, you're saying you're ready. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I can see Douglas in Mombasa, you're saying all is well. What does a 6-figure salary mean to you? I'll be happy to know. I can see Ruth, you're saying you are ready. What does a 6-figure salary mean to you? Janet Danu in Mombasa, happy to have you. What does a 6-figure salary mean to you? I know there is usually a delay between the question, between the time you type in and the time they start flowing in, but I'll take a minute or so, just a few seconds to get to know from you, what does a 6-figure salary mean, right? And yeah, they will be coming. As you type that out, I'll also want to mention this. This training, I was trying to target 2 types of people, and I hope that you fall in one of these categories. Number one, a professional who wants to get a job with NGOs, the UN, and international organizations. You are in the right place. And secondly, I am here to help someone who is feeling stuck in their career, with or without a degree. If you are feeling stuck in your career, you are in the right place. And if you don't fall in any of these 2 categories, probably this is the point I would say you might not find much value. You can leave, by the way. If you feel like you don't fall in any of these 2 categories, then you might leave, you might not get much value. But if you fall in any of this category, you're a professional and you want to get a job with NGOs, the UN, and international, you are in the right place. And if you are feeling stuck in your career, I'm here to get you. You are right place. Thank you very much. I can see, yes, at least they're coming in. Maggie, you're saying a 6-figure salary will mean a complete transformation of your life, which is very, very good. Yeah, and you can see that I have to go for. So let's proceed and say this. The main reason I want calling you here is to tell you there's only one way for you to get these jobs with NGOs and international organizations, and that is by acquiring what I call the Badass Pro skills. And there's only one place you can acquire these skills, and this is the Badass Pro training program. I'll take a few minutes as we finish up to tell you more about that. But as we start, I want to introduce myself to you for those of you who might not know much about me. My name is Daniel Mutuku. I am the founder of Career Point Solutions, and with over 12 years of experience in recruitment as a career and leadership coach, and what I have been able to gather over these years is what I am bringing to you. I'm going to distill it and give it to you. I'm also a certified digital marketer by Google. I am a member of the League of Young Professionals, LYP. This is one of the roles amongst many books. The first book I published was How to Easily Use Facebook for Profit, 100 extra, and even an extra income, even on a part-time basis. Then the second book I published was The Blueprint for Success, Guaranteed Steps to Achieving Anything. And I also have these two books out there for free: Conquer the Year Ahead, Make the Next 12 Months Your Best Year Ever. And we also have the Ultimate Cover Letter Guide, 101 Sample Cover Letters for all professionals. And recently, I published another book, How to Quit Your Banking Job and Transition to NGOs and the UN Jobs. So I'll be sharing with that. By the way, these two books, and they're out there for free. Two questions for you, and this will form the basis of our conversation. Yeah. And I know there's a in the chat, but don't worry. If you get time, put that answer in the chat. And my question is, for the next 1 hour or so, will you give me permission to be your coach, to be your mentor, to guide you? If you give me permission, drop in the chat and say yes. Will you let me be your coach? Just say yes in the chat. I'll wait for you to put that yes. Yeah. I can. The other question I also want to ask, will you allow me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear? If the answer is yes, in the chat and say yes. Thank you, John. I can see your comment. Yes. You're giving me permission to be your coach. Maggie, you say yes. Probably. Oh, they are coming. There we go. I can see Louis. You're saying yes. Oh, the number of it. But if you're saying yes to both questions, say yes, 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 yes to both questions. Yeah. Jane, I can see Jane. Who else here? Baraza, Victor, I can see yes. You say for sure. Jane Wanjiko. There's David Butia saying yes. Oh, but if you're saying yes to both questions, you say yes, yes, yes. You want me to be your coach. You want me to be your mentor. You want me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear. Just drop in the chat and say yes, 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 yes. I'm not able to bring them. Victor, there you go. Thank you for the 2 yeses. Yeah, I'm not able to bring them as quickly as I want. Annabelle, there you go. I can see Yvonne. You're saying yes. Thank you very much. There we go. At least now, the subject to pull up. Anyway, this technology, but I can see all the comments. These comments, I can see that you're saying absolutely. Yeah. So probably I might not be able to show all the comments, but yes, I can see them. I can see them. I can see them. Thank you for giving me permission, because this is what will form the basis of our conversation. Because if you don't give me permission again, I might not be doing much. Elizabeth, thank you for the 2 yeses. Kojo, thank you very much for the 2 yeses. Let me proceed. Yeah. Let's move on. And to help you do this, I will give you my job search story. I had cleared my pen. Came 2010 when I got my first real job. It took about 1 year for me to secure my first real job. According to the Bureau of Statistics, it takes about 3 to 5 years for a fresh graduate from college to be able to secure a job. Thank God that it took me 1 year, but that 1 year felt like forever. And I really empathize with those people who stay 3, 4, 5 years without a job. It is not easy. But once I got that job, in the next 1 year, it was quite crazy. I got over 10 interviews, but unfortunately, I was not securing these jobs. But then 2011 came an opportunity, and I said, I must seize this moment. This is my dream job. This is what I've been wanting to get. And when I look back, I can say that is where I started maybe coining this badass pro kind of statement or skills. Because how does it work? You apply for as many jobs as possible. If you're lucky, you get invited for an interview. And if the interviewers like you, you get the job. It might not be your dream job, but because you're looking for a job, what do you have to say? You take the job. But on the flip side, with badass pro skills, these are tried and tested techniques that will give you predictable results. Like you are sure if you do this, you will get those jobs. Now, they did not only work for me, they have worked for other people. Look at this email I got from Alexander saying, "Thank you. I attended a career presentation last time. This Monday, I was interviewed for the position of liaison officer, Kenya Airways. And Wednesday this week, I got the job." So it can equally happen to you. And this is what I'm promising to do. In the next minutes, next 30 minutes, I want to share with you these two secrets. Number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates. And number two, how to negotiate a six-figure salary. Now, this game I like playing. We can just take a minute and play it here. Assuming that we did not have time for both secrets, one or two. If we only had time for one secret, and you have to choose, would it be number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidate? Drop one in the chat. Or is it number two, how to negotiate a six-figure salary? And I would want to see, yes, what you would really want to know. Let me check in the charts here. Thank you, Kasha. You're saying yes. You are giving me permission. So in the meantime, drop in the chat. Which one would you really want to know? Is it number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates? Or number two? Victor, you go for number two, right? I can see Maggie, you go for number one. Han, you go for number one. Humphrey, you go for number one. Humphrey Murere, number one. Okay, number one seemed to be on the lead. Will it be taken down? About number two. Yvonne, you're talking about number one. There is okay, keep dropping them, keep copying, let them come. I can see it is quite competitive. But the good news is that we have time for both secrets. Yeah, we have time for both secrets, so that should not worry you. Let's start with secret number one. How do you triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates? Now, remember I told you there was my first in Nyanza, that is in Siaya, western part of the country, Kenya. I was a computer tutor through Computer for Schools project. And then there was an opportunity for an ICT teacher in an international school here in Nairobi. And I was like, I need to get this job. But I wasn't sure how I was going to do that. But when I went for that interview, after that interview, I was so sure that I was going to get that job. And guess what? I got a call the next day from the interviewer. I remember it was the middle of the day, around mid-morning there, 10, 11-ish, walking towards my house. I received a call. It was a lady, and she told me, "Thank you very much for coming in for the interview yesterday. I'm happy to inform you that we are offering you the job." But then that afternoon, something a little bit depressing happened, because the same lady called me, and this time around she was telling me, "Unfortunately, I'm calling you to tell you that we are withdrawing the job offer." I got confused and I asked, "Why is that so?" And she said, "Because they were looking for a teacher with experience and at least some qualification teaching international schools and taking students through the IGCSE international exam. I had none of that experience. I had none of that such qualification. And yet I was able to beat some of the candidates who were more qualified and experienced than me." How was I able to do that? I'll tell you this. The moment you get into that interviewing room, you have 3 seconds to be able to showcase these 3 things. Number one, you should be able to show them that you are as sharp as a tack, mentally acute, clever, intelligent, mentally alert. You have your eyes on the ball. Number two, you should be able to show them that you are as enthusiastic as hell, showing and having great excitement and interest in that job, in that opportunity, and in that organization. This should come straight off the bat. And number three, you should be able to show them that you are an expert, you are knowledgeable, you have the skills in your area. These 3 things, straight off the bat, 3 seconds. You might be wondering, how do I do that? I have some good news for you. The good news is that This is a learnable skill. I did not know how to do it, but I have learned it. I have taught it to other people and they have learned how to do that. Take a look at this email here I got from Brian saying, "Dear Daniel, I'm grateful for your service and I would like to give you feedback. The CV helped me get 5 interviews, 3 finance officer, 3 finance assistant position, and 2 finance officer position. Lucky enough, I secured a finance officer job, which I'm starting in January." Here's another person, Chep Kurui, saying, "Hello, Daniel. Thank you for always sharing how to answer questions in an interview. In the beginning of this year, I secured a job that I have been dreaming, a dream job, to be a registry officer. Now I am one. Thank you and be blessed." Another happy customer, Jane, saying, "Thank you guys for writing my CV in a professional way. I secured myself a job within few months. I'm happy for the result. My current employer was so pleased by my CV in such a way I cannot explain. I went for 4 interviews." Who get 4 interviews? And still emerged the best. Thank you. You can also be the next person doing that. Probably these are some of the questions that you have at the back of your head. How long does it take? I'll tell you this. This is a marketplace. You're paid for the value that you bring on board, and you are also paid for being valuable as an individual. It takes time to build this value. It takes time for you to be able to be valuable, but you're not paid for the time. You're paid for the value that you bring on board. The other thing I'll say is, how about office politics? Office politics is everywhere, but I can help you, show you that how you can use office politics to your advantage. Someone is calling me to confirm that I'm here. So let me just tell them I can pick the call right now. Yeah, so if you're trying, yes, I'm here live. Let me just put it on silent so that we can proceed. Yes, I can teach you how you can use office politics to your advantage. It is learning how to take that because it's not going anywhere. How do I convince the management that I am due for promotion? I can take up more responsibilities. I'm the right candidate. That is the wrong question, as a matter of fact. It's very difficult to convince people or to make people change their mind. But I can teach you how you can use influence. How do you influence them to be able to get that job? Because influence is a learnable skill, as I told you. Do I need to quit my job? Most of the time, you don't need to quit your job. But if you have to quit your job, we can discuss, we'll look for the red flags. If it's so, we'll find out. Is it possible for me? Yes, it is very much possible for you. It can happen to you too. You can be able to get this kind of. And so I want to tell you this. It is possible to triumph over other candidates who are more qualified and experienced than you. And I want you to say this after. Let's say it together, by the way. And let me pull this closer so that you can see my face and I can see you and we can say this closer. If you're in a place you can say it out loud, please go ahead and say it. Not say it quietly. You have a lot of control. It is possible to triumph over other candidates who are more qualified and experienced. And you need to believe that. Is that okay? Now, before I go to secret number 2, let me pause here and ask you. By the way, are you finding value from this session? Are you glad you're able to stop whatever you're doing to join me here? Let me know in the chat. What would you say is something that is of value to you? What is something that you really think? By the way, here's the question. How are you feeling? Are you feeling what you feel? Are you feeling energized? Are you feeling hopeful? Let me know in the chat. Are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling like I'm learning something? There's something of value here. I'll wait. I want to know and check that in the chat. Drop in the chat because I want to confirm that, of course, you made the right decision to be here with me. We are only about 20 minutes into the training. I want to just get to know from you. You are finding value. And I'm also not wasting my time here broadcasting this. So let me know in the chat, in a word or two, how are you feeling? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling inspired? Are you feeling hopeful? What are you feeling? What is the one? Thank you very much. You are saying you're feeling hopeful. This is super great. As much as the technology wants to bring us down, I might not be able to bring all your comments. I can see they are coming in, but yes, thank you for David, for saying you're hopeful. The was I might take a minute or some seconds before saying, Elizabeth, thank you very much. You're saying this is very valuable. David Mutie, I am motivated. Oh, hopeful. I'm learning. That is Susan Kendi. I can see enthusiastic. That is Joseph. I might not be able to bring all of them up here. This is who awesome. I'm feeling excited and motivated. Definitely, it is beneficial. That is Yvonne. I'm glad that you are finding it value. And I can see Chef, you're saying very well. You like it. Yeah, you're feeling motivated. There we go. And hopeful. And so, if that is a feeling, please don't let this be you're the only person who is feeling this. Thank you, is it Sheldon saying inspired? Don't be the only person who is feeling inspired. Do this. Share. I want you to just share this session. Someone might join us halfway into the session. Someone might watch the replay later, but I want them to get the same value. So can you go there? Press there. I'll continue through. Else here. I can see you. Yeah, I can tell you, yes, some delays here in technology, you're feeling, but I can give you a minute. Share. Thank you, Annabelle. I can see you're saying you're feeling excited and inspired. Share. On YouTube, press share. On Facebook, press share. On LinkedIn, that is the best you can do to give back to me, yeah, so that we can have more people learning about this and getting inspiration and learning more. That me to continue. Let's continue now, yeah. Me, yeah. Whenever you find some glitches, don't worry. I can see things maybe freezing a little bit on my side, but I'm not going to stop. But we will finish in good time. Let's go to secret number 2. How do you negotiate for a 6-figure salary? When I was doing research for this position, I came across this study that was done by JobVite, and they say that 84% of salary negotiations always result to a higher pay. And I said, oh my God, this is some good news. Do you know why? Let me interpret for you. Chances of getting the higher salary is very high, 84%. But then I got a little bit depressed when I saw the next statistic, which said that only 14% of employees actually negotiate for their current salary. I was like, why is that so? Why is it chances of you getting that salary is very high, but only very few try to negotiate the salary? And I want to know, by the way, in the chat, question, have you ever tried to negotiate salary in your current job? Most people reserve the salary negotiation only for jobs which are outside. So I want to drop in the chat. Have you ever tried to negotiate salary in your current job? Say yes or no. Yeah, that's simple. If the answer is yes, you can add another word and say, was it good or bad? So say yes, good, yes, bad. Or you can say no. If you have never tried, let me know you have never tried. Because it beats logic. Why is it that most people don't try to negotiate salary in their current job? They only wait when they are going for a job outside the organization. Drop in the chat yes, and if it is yes, well, good, bad, we can confirm if this statistic is correct. I can see Duban, you're saying you tried yes and it went bad. I can see Hulk, you're saying no. Joseph, you're saying no. There is the chef saying no. Oh, chef Aslam, chef, you're saying yes. Susan Kendi, you're saying yes. Was it good or bad? I can see who else. Lucy, you're saying big no. Why so? Why have you never tried? But as you continue bringing in those comments, I want to give you some tips, especially for those people who are saying they have tried, not work. These tips will be. I can see Elizabeth, you're saying no, you have never tried. The thing is, for you to get there, anyone who is confident enough to try usually succeeds. It starts with you being confident. And if you're not confident, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Are we together? Now, it's not only confidence that is needed, there's something above confidence. And I'm about to share with you 3 tips that will make it super easy for you. Number one is that you need to know the salary that you want before you start negotiating. Allow me to make this much better. Yes, you need to know how much salary you need before you start. It might sound so simple, you're like, is it that common sense? You'll be surprised how many people go to the negotiating table and they don't know how much they want. They say, I want more. What is more? You know, I don't know. Right now you're earning 50,000, I'll give you 50,000 and a shilling on top. Is it that more? Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I don't understand. You need to be very clear. What is it that you want? The other thing, this figure should not just be a random figure you're pulling from thin air. I'll tell you this. It should be a figure that is based on your worth. What is your worth? What is your meaningful contribution? Because if you don't know your worth, you can't just say 100,000, 200,000. Once you understand what is your worth, then it is your responsibility to make the company realize your value. Don't just assume they know about your value. Make it very clear to them. Tell them what is your worthwhile, what is your meaningful contribution. Bring and have any and all evidence that you have to support your contribution. Let them know. And once they have that clear, and when you change the conversation from I've been here for the last 10 years to I want this because of the value that I'm bringing. When you change it to a value-based conversation, you are on the winning side. And thirdly, you should be able to know some comparables. What is someone in your industry? How much are they being paid? You need to have some comparables for you to justify the higher salary. How much should someone like you, with experience just like you, how much should they be paid on average? We have tools that are able to give you this information, and I'll share with you that. How do you take a look at this email here? Yeah, let me try to bring it a little bit closer so that we can just read quickly. This is a gentleman called Julius, and this is what he has to say. Greetings this evening. I am writing to appreciate your work. It is bare good people. I am blackout. Blackout just happened. Even you can't see me, I'm sure. But I'm telling you. Okay, there we go. Lights are back. Sometimes this is what happens to test our patience. What is happening? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Power is back. Oh, that is what happens. You say you lost me for a minute there. Yeah, I'm back. Let me know. Can you see me? Are we back? Wherever you are, just drop that in the chat. That was what we call a full-blown blackout. I'll take a few minutes to support chat. Probably some technology things here. Oh yes, I can see people saying yes, yes, I'll wait. Yes, we could hear you, sir. Thank you. Don't worry, we are still here, even in darkness. Thank you very much. The power, Kenya power. That's what they want. I don't know what they want to say, but anyway, we are back. Any two more comments just to confirm we are live, we are back. You can hear me. At least comment Facebook, or this is YouTube. Hank, you're following us on YouTube. Thank you. Maybe one from Facebook, one from LinkedIn. Confirm that you can hear me, you can see me, and while we will proceed. We will not. I can see. Yes, Elizabeth on LinkedIn, you're saying back with network hitches. John, you're saying Jesus is the light. He is the word. Okay, thank you very much. That is good. So okay. We are back. I think we are back. We are back. So I wanted to share with you. Look at this email here. I got from Julius, and this is what he had to say. Greetings. I am writing to appreciate you. To appreciate your work. It is barely 2 months after I used your reviewed CV. I'm glad that I have landed 2 jobs. I have taken the one I prefer. I am working towards completing my cost monitoring evaluation. So imagine this guy, 2 months down the line, he gets 2 job offers. He has to pick one and let go the other. And here is another one, similar. This is Lawrence saying, Dear Daniel, I'm happy to inform you that after you guys reviewed my resume, I received 3 different calls for interviews within a span of 24 hours. 3 different calls. Within a span of 1 week, I attended all the interviews, and fortunate enough, I secured all the 3 jobs. This was after a pregnant search for a job for 1 whole year. I only had the difficult task choosing which one to go for, but eventually I opted for one and politely and professionally declined the other 2. Thanks a great deal, and please convey my gratitude to your entire team. You can see within 2 months or 1 week, this guy gets all the 3 jobs. So thank you very much. I can see Dennis, at least I can get feedback from LinkedIn. We are back. Network wasn't stable on, but I am on though. Okay, yeah, it was not your side, it was me. Yeah, there was a black. So I have a question for you. Imagine you have 2 jobs, 2, 3, 4 jobs offer, and you have to pick one and let go the other. Just like Lawrence here, he had 3 job offers. If you have 2 or 3 job offers, you have to pick one and let go the other. What criteria will you use to decide, I'll go for this job and let go the other? By the way, I want you to drop that in the comments, like in a word or 2. And I want you to be very frank, because I'm going to call people who are frank, and I'm going to call out people who are just being modest. Here's the question. Imagine you have 2 or 3, 4 job offers. You have to pick one job and let go the other. What criteria will you use to decide, I'll take this job and I'll let go the other? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, because as you can see here, a research was done, and they found out that the most important consideration in accepting a job offer, 49%, was all about the compensation. And I'm hoping to see people posting there. It's the side that is the thing that they will use to make the decision. Yeah, 33% personal development, and 27% is all about work-life balance, which I think it is very, very important, right? So it is possible for you to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. Thank you, Susan. You're saying salary is be one of the key important thing. Yes. And by the way, you should not be ashamed to talk about the salary. I know we are brought up in a society where we shun away talking about money. If money is the reason why you're making that decision, as you can see, very many people make that decision, 49% based on the salary. Yeah, Istabel Riziki, I can see job security and pay. Thank you very much. My take-home salary, that is Dunamis. Yeah, I can see Wanjiko, you're talking about salary and benefits. So I want to say it is possible for us to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. And I want you to say that after me. We can say together that it is possible to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. And we will see how we can do that. Probably these are some of the questions you have. How do I network with the right people? Here's the thing. 85% of high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. That is according to LinkedIn. 85%. You might be asking, what matters most? Is it experience or qualification? I'll tell you this. By the way, do you remember I said I'll tell you the truth, nothing but the truth? It's one of those points, yeah. When I see this question, this is a question of someone who does not want to take responsibility of their career and where they're at. You know why? Because when I answer this question and say the most important thing is the experience, guess what? They're like, yeah, I know I'm not getting this job because I don't have the experience. When I say this qualification, yeah, I know I'm not getting these jobs because of I don't have the degree, I don't have the master's. Stop running away from taking responsibility. What is the most important thing? It is what you have. If you have the qualification, use that to your advantage. If you have the skills or experience, use that to your advantage. Is that okay? Yeah, this is where I'll tell you the truth. I'll not play around. How do I balance work and life? This is important, yes, and I'll share with you, because once you start getting these high-paying jobs, more will be demanded from you, and you need to be very intentional in terms of how do you balance your personal life. Am I too young? Am I too old? Again, a question from someone who does not want to take responsibility. I'll tell you this. I was in a conference. I finished talking. A young man comes and tells me, I am not getting this job because I'm too young. The same breath, a lady comes and tells me, I think I'm not getting this job because I'm too old. And I was like, which one is which? Let me tell you the truth. None of that is true. If you're old, there are jobs for people who have experience. Call yourself old, but I know those are experienced people. If you're young, there are jobs that are out there for entry-level people. Stop frustrating yourself by thinking there are no jobs for you. Take a look at this email I got from Bill Shan. He told me, I recently landed my first consultancy with a few Kenya after hearing to your well laid out youth-friendly advice. Youth-friendly. He's older than me. He used my my advice. Did it work? Yes. It doesn't matter the age. The name of the game is results. Was I able to give him the results? Yes. How do I track and evaluate my progress? I'll share with you in a short while. How do I fix myself in the succession plan? You just need to be able to use influence. What are the qualities of the six-figure salary? Someone who is worth six figures? I'll share with you. The BADAS is an acronym. I'll talk with that. And somebody asked me, how do I get started? I want to get you started right now. But before I get there, I want to ask you a question. And I'll pause here because this is the question that will make the between now, next week, or 2 months down the line, if you get it or not. The question is, if I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe you can get a job with NGOs and the UN? If you believe, drop in the comments and say, yes, I believe. Here's the question again, and I'll actually post to get this. If I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe you can get a job with NGOs and the UN? If so, drop in the chat and say, yes, I believe. Because I will wait for you to say that. Because this is the biggest difference. Thank you very much. You say, yes, I believe. But then I'll wait for you. If you don't believe, I can do everything that I do. But if you don't actually believe, it won't work for you. Thank you for saying, yes, I believe, Catherine. I really appreciate that. Faris, yes, I believe. Thank you very much. I can see, hey, Gita Gary, you're here. Ginga, I know you're already in the process, and I wish you can give even people feedback on how it's working for you. I believe. Clement, thank you very much. Susan Kendi, you're saying, yes, I believe. I appreciate that. It starts with you believing. By the way, I'll pause. I'll take a few minutes because it's very important for you to actually believe. Without belief, there's very little I can do to help you. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I can see you say, I believe. Jacqueline, thank you. I believe. Marcy, you're there saying, yes, I believe. Dana, thank you. I believe. It starts by you believing. So drop that in the chat. I'll wait for that. And I'm going to take you to the next step, how we will make this happen. Now, what really will take you to the next level is this program called the BADAS Pro. I define my own destiny. So our presentation will call a good time for me to take about 10 minutes to share with you about this program called the Badass Pro. I define my own destiny. And then after the 10 minutes, I can be able to answer your questions and we can be able to call it a day. Is it okay? If you're giving me permission, drop that in the chat and say yes, or permission granted, or something of that sort. Yeah, I'm actually pausing here to ask for your permission. Is it okay for me to take about 10 minutes, share with you about this program called the Badass Pro? I define my own destiny and how it can go, it's going to help you to get to these jobs. Then we can be able to continue. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. I can see, oh, I think I'd shared this. Oh, I can see someone here saying, yes, I believe that. Thank you. Isabel, yes, I believe. So can you give me permission? Is it okay for me to take about 10 minutes, share with you, Badass Pro? I define my own destiny. Yeah, Yvonne, thank you very much. I can see you say, yes, I do. Oh, affirmative. That is Faris Were. Yeah. I'm trying to get, okay, John, thank you very much for your permission. You can say permission granted. I can see also where you're saying yes, affirmative. Maybe one more person, you give me permission, then I can take to you about this 10 minutes, then I answer your questions, and then we can be able to call it a day. Thank you very much for the, oh, I can see they're coming in. So I don't want to waste much of your time. Let's get to it. I am very proud to say that personally, I am a Badass Pro. Badass is an acronym. We'll go through it very shortly. And then Pro stands for professional. Who is a Badass Pro? A Badass Pro is a professional who is bold, audacious, courageous. They will do what needs to be done as long as they finish the job. Someone who is authentic. They are true to themselves and true to their own potential. I had a quote. Is it Thomas Edison who said, right? They do the work. They don't need to be constantly supervised because they have the inner motivation. Someone who is aggressive. In this world, nothing will be given to you on a silver platter. Leave alone. Even if it belongs to you, you need to be aggressive to go and grab what you believe is yours. And not only aggressive, someone is also assertive. You're clear on what you want. Someone who is skilled. The biggest difference between the people who are successful in their career and those who are not successful in their career, it is the skills gap. And remember that question, what is more important? Is it experience or qualification? I'll tell you this, none of those. What is more important is the skills. You can get your skills from qualifications, you can get your skills from experience, but if you're not skilled, you're doomed. It's all about skills. And number, the other S, is someone who is self-assured. Someone who is there, who is very confident of themselves. So that's a Badass Pro individual. Bold, authentic, driven, aggressive, skilled, and self-assured. If you join this program, this is our mantra. This is our motto. This is our war cry. I am a Badass Pro. I define my own future. I create my own luck. I am confident but not cocky. Quiet but not silent. Competitive and aggressive. I take 100% responsibility. I never give up. That is what we stand for. If today you decide I'm going to join this program, this is what you're going to get. Number one, you're going to get the Badass Pro 6 weeks coaching program, whose value is about 100,000. Now, this is not how much I'm charging or you will pay, but this is the value you get. In the 6 weeks, these are the things you will learn. Week number one, we'll find out how do we get you started and put you in momentum such that you become unstoppable. Week number two, we get to know your work. Like how much should you be paid right now? Because once we identify the baseline, we can be able to build up and add your value. Week number three, we help you build confidence and competence because these two go hand in hand. The more competence you are, the more confidence you have. The more confidence you have, the more competent you become. I had a quote by Marcus Garvey that said, in this race of life, without confidence, you're twice defeated. Week number four, I share with you the tools that you need to master communication, influence, and networking. Remember, 85% of jobs are gotten through networking. 85% of high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. Week number 6, I give you the tools that will help you track and evaluate your progress so that 5 years, 10 years down the road, you don't find yourself in the wrong career path. In week number 6, I give you the skills that you need to negotiate for a 6-figure salary based on your skills, based on your experience, based on your career level where you are at. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, I will also give you one of our professional certification, again valued at about 100,000. These are the main certification that we offer here at CareerPoint: project management, project monitoring and evaluation, strategic management and leadership, fundraising and resource mobilization. If you're asking, how do I get a job with NGOs, with the UN? It's by getting these skills, getting these certifications, because they are constantly, the UN, looking for people in project management, monitoring and evaluation. You get this, you stand out. So we are giving you 6 weeks of coaching. We're giving you one of our professional certification. We also give you professional CV writing. Most of you have CVs, but unfortunately, these are just documentation of where you went to school, where you have worked, a list of your responsibilities and your referees. But a professional CV, on the other hand, is a document that you use to market yourself. Think about any organization that has a product or a service and their market. They use billboard, radio, television, newspaper, magazine, you name them. But you and me don't have the luxury of having a billboard about ourselves. So what do we use? We use a CV, and a professional CV. And we are very clear on what is it that we are selling. We are selling our skills, our capabilities, our qualifications, and experience to the employer. And how you put that across is very, very important. According to a very famous study, it is said that it takes about 6 seconds for a hiring manager or someone who's going through your CV to decide if they're going to read through your CV or not. Does your CV pass the 6-second test? This is one of the most common CV layout I've seen. Gentleman there called Daniel, male, Kenyan, married, date of birth, phone. Let me give you 6 seconds to look at this CV and ask yourself, what can this person do? Because that is the question at the back of the hiring manager's mind. And you can't really deduce that from this, right? We give this person benefit of doubt. We say, let's read some of their career objectives. Now, I have picked random career objectives from different CVs because I do get a lot of CVs, even probably from your CV. And I'm going to share with you this career objectives. And I want you to ask yourself, do they match or resemble the ones in my CV in tone, in style, or even word for word? Here's one. I am seeking employment with a company where I can grow professionally and personally. What can this person do? As a matter of fact, this is a very selfish statement. You are telling them what you want to gain from them rather than what you're bringing on board. I seek challenging opportunities where I can fully use my skills for the success of the organization. Again, good wording, but still saying nothing. I want to succeed in a stimulus and challenging environment that will provide me with advancement opportunity. Big selfish. I want to excel in this field with hard work. By the way, if you have this section of career objective in your CV, go get rid of it. It is not helping you get a job in any way. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, we give you professional certification. We are giving you professional CV writing. On top of that, we give you sample cover letters. And this is why cover letter is important. And just to demonstrate to you, how can you be able to match a cover letter to the job description? Now, I picked a random job description. This is for an accountant. If you're to one organization responsible of language, if those job description describes you, or you can be able to do that task, then somewhere in your cover letter, you should have a statement that reads like this. I have the ability to review and establish proper accounting systems. In my previous employment at ABC, I was involved in liaising with internal and external auditors, such that if someone reads this statement, they're like, yes, this is the person we are looking for. That's the magic of having a customized cover letter. Now, on top of the 6 weeks coaching, We're giving you professional certification. We are giving you CV writing. We're giving you sample cover letters. We're also giving you LinkedIn profile guide. In this day and age, you cannot afford not to have an optimized profile on LinkedIn. Unlike your CV, which is just in your your CV is just in your computer, in the cloud somewhere on your email. But a LinkedIn is a living CV. It is working for you even when you're asleep. It has the ability to search jobs for you even when you're not searching for jobs. Take a look at this email I got from Shi Salim. He told me, "Hey Daniel, I would like to thank you for the LinkedIn profile guide service. After your guidance on how to make my LinkedIn account look more professional, I have been approached by a potential employer and I am due for an interview on Wednesday next week." He wasn't looking for the job looked for him through LinkedIn and he got the job. Here's another post from a lady called Rosaline. I had nothing to do with this, but I asked for her permission. Can I use this post? And she said, yes. This is what she said. I posted my very first LinkedIn post to market myself for a job. I was not really sure whether I would eventually have a positive outcome from this, but I kept my head up high. Got called for interviews almost every day last week, and this yielded me a job. Yes, guys, I have a job now. That's the power of LinkedIn. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, professional certification, CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, you get interview coaching. We guide you through the interview. How do you answer questions in an interview? Because I can tell you this, how you prepare for an interview is more important, because when they saw your CV, your application, they saw you fit the bill, and they just want to confirm that in an interview. 99.99% of the interviews that you'll attend, the first question will be, tell us about yourself. Do you know how to answer that question? And how you answer the question will set pace for the rest of the interview. So basically, in general, that is what you get when you decide to join the Badass Pro program. You get 6 weeks of coaching, you get professional certification, you get professional CV writing, you get sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. So I have a question for you. Are you ready to become a Badass Pro? If you're ready, drop in the chat and say, yes, I'm ready. Are you ready to become a Badass Pro? That bold, authentic, driven, aggressive, skilled, and self-assured individual. If you are ready, drop in the chat and say, yes, I'm ready. I'm about to see who is this person who is ready to become. Oh, Diana Rose, I can see this one. You're giving me permission. Thank you. Yes, I can. Okay, Esther, thank you very much. I want to know, are you ready to become a Badass Pro? If you're ready, drop that in the chat. Drop in the chat. Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Oh, here we go. I can see Victor, you're saying, yes, I'm ready. Thank you. Catherine, you're saying, yes, I'm ready. Victor, you're always the first person to comment. I like that, yeah? Catherine, I think you're always the second one again. Or the system is just picking you by default, yeah? Thank you very much. I can see more and more people saying, yes, I'm ready, yes, I'm ready, yes, I'm ready, yes, I'm ready. I'm so excited. So let me show you how then do you get started with this. I had two choices. As I was trying to think, see more coming. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Butie. Who else is here? David Butie. You matter. You're saying you're ready. Yes, you also matter. Yeah. Let me not get distracted with this comment. Sometimes they come in. So I had two choices. One was to go cheap and get as many people as possible. I was like, oh, that's a good thing. Why not just have a cheap program, get as many people as possible? And was to ask for a slightly higher investment. And this will mean that I will dedicate more time and effort to guarantee your success. So out of these two options, I decided to go with the second option. So tonight, I'm going to ask you for a slightly higher investment in yourself. And this will mean I will dedicate more time and my effort so that I can guarantee your success. I don't need 100 people to join the program. 10, I do around 10 people in a certain cohort and we are good. So how much is it going to cost you? It's only going to cost you $24,999, which you can pay in 3 easy monthly installments of $9,999, and you'll get the 6 weeks of coaching. You get professional certification, you get professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. If you're international, You can just pay 249 US dollars, or you can pay in 3 monthly installments of $99 for 3 months. No question for you, no excuse for you not to take action, because there's a 100% money back guarantee. If you join this program, and please note my words, within 30 days, you don't get exactly what I've said you will get. Let me know. We will refund your money, no question asked, 100%. So, now that I've told you that, you have two choices. The first choice you have is to do nothing, not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. And the second option you have is to be open-minded. Take up this small investment in yourself today and give it a shot. Between these two options, doing nothing and being open-minded, what's going to be easier for you? Don't drop in the chat this time around. Just have it at the back of your head. I learned this principle. It's called the 24-hour rule. And it says, once you have learned a ton, as you have learned today, right? If you don't take any action in the next 24 hours, chances of you taking action thereafter drops almost to zero. Almost zero. And taking action does not necessarily mean just joining the Badass Pro program. Like going back and looking at your CV, looking at your cover, how do you answer a question in an interview? How does your LinkedIn look like? At least promise to take action. A time like this, right now it's 8:30 p.m. If you're watching the replay, whichever time it is, just count 24 hours. Tomorrow, a time like this, will you have taken action? That is what I want for you. And in this world, we have two types of people. Even in this live webinar here, we have two types of people. Those who get an opportunity to change their lives, agree with everything that I've shared with you. They can actually see how it is applicable in their lives. And guess what? They do nothing about it. And the second type of people are those who take action and define their own futures. Between these two types of people, which one are you? Don't let me know. Just have it at the back of your head. So I want to take up your questions. If you want to contact me, my email is daniel@careerpoint.co. You want more information about the Badass Pro Career Point? Yeah. This is a action tonight. So if you're there and you want to take action tonight, you can get all the 6 weeks coaching and get all the 4 certifications only if you are able to make the first installment right now, tonight, before 9 p.m. In the next 30 minutes, we have about 30 minutes. If you're able to make the first installment, you'll get all the 4 courses. So you can either pay $9,999 through the till number 715732, or you can join us, pay by PayPal $99 US, and you will join the Badass Pro program. And I'm going to give you all these 4 certifications. This is for people who take action tonight or right now when we are here live. If you're watching a replay, too bad, you might not get this offer. And on top of that, you are going to get a t-shirt and a notebook. By the way, let me do this. Let me show you. Here's let me get my t-shirt so that you can know that we are here live. Yeah, here's the notebook. I want to show you. This is what you will go home with. Yes, you get yourself a notebook. Oh, I need to bring this closer so that you can see me. Right? You get yourself a notebook written, "I am a Badass Pro." On top of that, you will also get yourself a t-shirt written, "I am a Badass Pro." This is a special offer for those people who decide to take action tonight, right now. These are people just like you on an evening like this. We have, this is Helen in Kitui. This is Eunice in Bungoma. Scholastica in Kikuyu. This is Winfred in Kiambu. Clara in Nairobi West. Winnie in Gigiri. Margaret in Gatundu. Francis in Mombasa. And so many other people who have decided to take action. And I want you to take action right now. I'm giving you a chance. Go to Lipa na M-Pesa. Buy goods and services. Till number 715732. Make that first installment of $9,999. I guarantee you get the 6 weeks of coaching, all the 4 certifications, CV writing, sample cover letters, all that. If you pay, drop in the chat and say you have paid. If you're international, you're not sure how to go about it, just go to that address, follow the prompt, and you can be able to pay the first installment of 99 US dollars, and we get started. By the way, if you have any question, feel free to drop them in the chat. E.g., doing certification. Okay. Oh, let me get the first. Can I do that in bits? Yes, you can do that in bits. Thank you for that question. Let me just clarify this. The 6 weeks is just for the coaching, and we are starting on Monday. So we have people joining this cohort. We start on Monday. We will do the coaching for 6 weeks, but you have lifetime access for the courses. We don't want you to bombard you within 6 weeks. You're doing 4 courses. You can do that at your own pace. Some people take 1 course per month, 1 at a time, 2 months. It is up to you to do at your own pace. Yes. Another question. I already have a CV and a cover letter. By the way, Susan Kendi, if you had already paid for the CV and the cover letter, guess what? We will deduct what you have already paid as a deposit that you already made. So if you had paid 2,000, 1,500, 2,500, whichever, do the total of 9,999, and we will use that something that you already paid. So make that payment. And if you make the payment, let me know in the chat. And I also want to mention this. I'm about to answer a few more questions. I have about 10 minutes of something I want to present, some training still. And then I'll give you a link to a Zoom so that you know we are here live. I'll give you a link to a Zoom so that you can join me and we can be able to have a one-on-one discussion. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you Zoom meeting details in a short while, but hang on in there. Yes, I can see, Susan, you're saying you had gotten the CV and cover letter from us. That is very much okay. We will use that as your deposit. Yeah. But at least take action tonight, right now. I have to tell you this. This is a quote from Warren Buffett, one of the richest people of the earth. And this is what investment you can ever have is to invest in yourself. You know why? Because that is where you get the highest return on investment. It is said, for every shilling you invest in yourself today, or any dollar, $1 you invest in yourself today, it will give you back 30 shillings or $30. That is a 3,000% return on investment. You can't get there in real estate. You can't get that in stock market. Only when you invest in yourself. Then I learned this from Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy talked about the 10-10 rule. And it says, we have been brought up in a society where we take 10% of our income and we tithe it. We use it to help other people. I put it to you. Why not take another 10% of your income and tithe it to yourself? Use it to help yourself. Use it to fund your personal development, because that is where you will get the highest return on investment. Yes, that's where you get the highest return on investment. This is your opportunity for you to invest in yourself. Just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, buy goods and services. The till number is 715732. Make that first deposit of 9,999, and you will be able to get the 6 weeks of coaching. You will get all the 4 certifications. If you pay, just let me know in the chat. Professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, interview coaching. Okay, I'm being told by my team, 1 person has paid. Okay, thank you. Now we have like 9 chances left. Susan, are you also thinking about joining the program? Yeah, I can give you that opportunity. Thank you. I can see. There we go. They're saying, okay, you're ready. I don't know. Have you paid? If you paid, let me know in the chat. Do you still did still UN organization job need P1 format for you to apply? Yes, they might need, but big thing, you need to be able to fill in the profile on Inspire, where you use Now, let me say this again, and I will answer your questions. This is an email I got from a lady, and this is what she said. I want to bring it close. Dear Daniel, I cannot be grateful enough for the Badass Pro training that came with a professionally made CV and sample cover letters. In a span of 2 months, I have managed to get 4 interviews from very reputable international NGOs, such as ILRI, One Acre, among others. With my new CV and cover letter sample that I customized to suit various positions, I'm now confident to apply for jobs in the UN agencies, and honestly, I am hopeful and confident that that is my next employer. For quite a long, I hadn't been receiving interview invitations. It is no longer the case anymore. Thank you a lot, and God bless you for the good work and always being ready to help. Lucy. Kind regards, Lucy. That is the kind of feedback you get when you join this program. Here's another one. But this came in just the other day. Celestine saying, trust this finds you well. I'm back to say a very big thank you after I did the Badass Pro program, and with your guidance, I applied for a job where everyone was discouraging me that the job is demanding. Are you sure you will be shortlisted? etc. But the confidence I had was out of this world. I went ahead and applied. We were 30. The second interview, we were 10. I matched the best candidate and finally got the job with a 6-figure salary. To me, it is a blessing, and I will recommend the Badass Pro program. Thank you once more, and be blessed abundantly. That is Celestine. This can be you sending me such feedback. This is an email that came in last week from Naomi saying, I'm so glad about our path crossing. This was truly a fortunate event that I needed to secure a job awaiting. To secure a job, I needed to secure a long-awaited position. Your coaching was practical and personal. You worked with me through the entire process of interview, and I am glad that I keenly listened to you because I am now reporting to a global role all as of March 31st. So they started yesterday. Thank you, Daniel. I hope you will enable many more professionals to realize their goal that may be seemingly insurmountable. Asante sana, and be abundantly blessed. Kind regards, Naomi. You can be the next person sending me such an email. I want you to take action right now. Go ahead, make that first installment. Lipa na M-Pesa, buy goods and services, get the 6 weeks of coaching, 4 certification, all of this. Just make that first deposit of 9,999. Take a look at. Okay, Susan, I can see what you have said about pre-K. Go ahead, make that commitment. Here's the thing, and I hadn't planned to say this, but let me just say this. I like people who show commitment, and I'm going to commit here publicly. Susan, you can say you have that. Make that commitment right now. I secure for you all the 4 courses and the 6 weeks of coaching. I'll give you a call tomorrow morning. We can discuss about the payment plan. Are we good? Good to hear that. Yeah. Let me see another comment. Okay, I think the question over. Let me do this. Last thing, then I give you the Zoom details. Meet me on link. Last thing. I learned this from Jim Rohn. Do not evaluate something based on the cost. Always evaluate it based on how much it is worth. If you're there saying that this thing is expensive, you're evaluating the cost. But what is it worth? You staying at that job you don't like, you never getting an opportunity to live your full potential. That is what it's costing you. Join the program today. You guys have big goals, and I know you have big goals. Let the size of the goal be equal to the size of the investment that you invest in yourself tonight. For you to achieve your big goals, you must have big investment in yourself so that you can be able to grow into your goals. You don't go to the goals, you grow into your goals. Is that okay? And I also want to tell you this. This is your opportunity to invest in yourself. Go to Lipa and M-Pesa, buy goods and services, 9,999. The till number is 715732. Get the 6 weeks of coaching and all the 4 certifications. You will never be 100% ready when an opportunity strikes. So what do? Just do it. If you're there saying, oh, I wish I knew yesterday, I wish it came last week, I wish, you'll never be ready. Even last week or next week, you'll never be ready. Another thing I want to tell you, the largest fear carries your greatest growth. You know why? By the way, if you're there, fear, should you do it or not? That is a good indicator. That's a good thing, because that fear is carrying the greatest strength, the greatest growth. Fear is just a way of your body telling you you're about to do something that is outside your comfort zone. And since it is not familiar to you, the body interprets it as fear. And if you go beyond your comfort zone, this is what happens. By the way, normally, there you are in your comfort zone, everything okay, you're feeling safe, in control, low risk, low reward. Then you come to a session like this, I throw you into the fear zone. Now you have low self-confidence. Should I do it? Should I not do it? You are looking for an excuse. Oh, the program is expensive. Oh, I wish I knew yesterday. Oh, you're just looking for an excuse. You start getting affected by other people's opinion. What would I say? I just want this guy online and I paid. Then, here is where you are. You're in the fear zone. Will you retreat back to your comfort zone, or will you push to the learning zone? When you get to the learning zone, you start facing new challenges. You solve the new problems. You acquire new skills. The skills I'm telling you in project management, monitor evaluation. You extend your comfort zone. And only then will you be able to push it now to your learning zone, where you find your purpose, you live the life of your dreams, you are able to set new goals and conquer your objectives. This is your opportunity. And this is the last thing I want to say. Thank you very much. Take that chance to join me right now. Oh, I can see Susan say, Dan, thank you very much. I appreciate joining me on Zoom shortly. Following the space. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Are you joining us? So I want you to write this somewhere down. Yeah, join me on Zoom right now. I'm going to go on Zoom. I can be able to answer your question live. So only people who are here live. If you're watching the replay, probably you might not be able to join me on Zoom. So that is the detail. Join me on Zoom. And I also want to say this. This is your opportunity to take that advantage. This is how the certificate looks like, and your name will be right there. Susan Kendi, your name will be Susan Kendi. There has been formally evaluated and assessed for demonstrated knowledge and skills to monitor and evaluate projects using result-based management, and has been awarded a certificate in project monitoring evaluation. Will that be lovely? Oh, I'm told 3 more people, so probably about 3 or 7 more chances remaining. I only need 10. We can close it up. So if you make the payment, let me know. But when we started, I asked you in the chat, will you let me be your coach? Will you let me tell you the truth? They had, I do a good job telling you the truth, the hard truth, nothing but the truth. If so, drop in the chat. The other question is, would you want this to be the end or the beginning? Because if you say you want it to be the beginning, then you join the Badass Pro. Imagine having this kind of coaching for the next 6 weeks. Wouldn't that change your life? Wouldn't that change your life? Yes, I want you to change your life. I want this to be the meeting that change your life. If you're saying you want it to be the end, then you don't join the Badass Pro program, and it's okay. We will call it a day. I'll post that in the link. Let me open my Zoom shortly. Thank you very much, Clement. Oh, I can see this comment here from Clement. Let me pull it up. Yeah. All right. Big brother, you never disappoint. I knew the session would be explosive. Thank you very much. Did I do a good job coaching you, telling you the hard truth? So do you want it to be the end or the beginning of this relationship? By the way, if you're on LinkedIn or Facebook, I've posted this in, you can click the link. It is very easy for you to click the link, or you're on Facebook. The thing is, on LinkedIn, it might not come in the comments. So just write that code and join me on Zoom. Let me go on Zoom right now. That don't hang there, right? Your last chance, I think. Let me open here. Where this meeting, I want to join a meeting. But drop in the chat, would you want this to be the end of this relationship, or would you want it to the beginning? If this ends today, if you want it to be the beginning, join Susan, join, I think the other person is called Robert. There's who else? If you want this to be the beginning, join me in the Badass Pro coaching program. Yeah. And I want to believe I did a good job sharing with you what needs to be done. 5732. Oh, I can see some people already joining in on Zoom, Facebook, following me on LinkedIn. I know technology, network problems, but I can see. Thank you, Jibwa. I can see. Thank you very much. So allow me to drop this so that I can attend to people who are joining me on Zoom. But this is your opportunity. Again, buy goods and services till number 715732. You get the 6 weeks of coaching, all the 4 certification, CV writing, cover letter, LinkedIn profile, all that. And if you're international, you can just pay the first installment of 99 US dollars and we are good to go. Otherwise, allow me to join. If you're joining me on Zoom, I will be able to answer all your questions. Thank you. Bye bye.